Stephen, Hassan, Victoria, welcome to StudiBuddies. So teachers are integrating technology more and more in their classrooms, and StudiBuddies allows these teachers to move beyond the classroom by embracing the idea that learning can happen anywhere and at any time. The researchers are finding that getting kids out from behind their desk and interacting with each other and with the environment engages them in learning that doesn't feel like learning. And they also feel like they're part of a learning community and that they're gaining knowledge collectively. And that's the aim and function of StudiBuddies. There are two functions currently in the prototype. There's the quiz function and there's the community function. The quizzes make learning fun and they can be created by both student and teacher. The community function matches a student that may be having difficulty in a given area with a student of similar ability but who can help them. And this also builds community within the classroom. So let's see how it works.
Stay tuned. All right, so we're going to go into the live demo. This is the real demo. And Azam and I, so switch. All right, so this is StudiBuddies. Azam and I are going to log in right now on his phone. And this brings us to the main screen of StudiBuddies. So in the learning section of the app, students can see the quiz waiting that have been created by other students in their class. And they also have the option to select to take whatever quiz they select from the list, hands-free or touch screen, and they click go. And also on this screen, the student can drop this drawer to write a new quiz. So for example, they can specify a quiz name, and the subject will be science, begin the quiz. On this page, you can specify the question and the choices for each question that you have. So I'm not going to go into that right now. So I'm going to demo one of the quizzes. So math right now, I'm going to choose to go touch screen and hands-free. So to highlight the functionality of our touch screen, one of the capabilities of the touch screen functionality is the user is able to eliminate questions they know is not the right answer. And as you can see, as I'm eliminating those questions, the button is disabled. And I can also use hands-free because I've selected hands-free functionality. So on the lower bottom section of the screen, you can see the sensitivity bar. It allows you to control how sensitive you want the sensor to be when you're taking the quiz. So I'm just going to finish the quiz using the hands-free method. Yes. And this takes me to a page that tells me how well I did on the quiz. I got perfect on those quiz. And that takes us to the community aspect of it. So Sam is going to...
Okay, so the community part of the app is where students can come to find other students within their class. This being tailored to high school students, we've put the 5 main subjects, that being math, English, geography, science, and history. Using the seek bar right here, you can specify the distance that you want to find students that are within your class. So if you're in the library, for example, and you just want to form a quick study group, you might specify a really small distance. So here, let's just say we want to find students in the class that are within 1.5 kilometers. Apply to all will apply the same distance to all the subjects here. So map My Tutors. This will map the students that are in your class. The top left here, we can map the matches. For this, you don't have any matches. Maybe if we specify distance, it's a little bigger. This right here, okay, no matches again. This student obviously did great in the quiz. To invite students, all you do is you just click on them. So you're invited, you can uninvite them, of course. So let's just say we want to invite 1, 2, 3 students. On the top right, you can see that invite 3 students. So if you click that, you'll have this little marker. You can drag that to wherever you want. And that will be, and if you specify a place, so for example, say a Starbucks there, and you send a request, this will send a request to those students that we highlight.
So here's an example of, because I'm not so smart, you can click on the study session request, and because I'm really, really smart, I got all the study requests. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. So you don't know who you're gonna meet up with at the Starbucks. And here, you tell me which location. I click on the label here, tells me Starbucks, and for history, I can also see teams. Okay, so can we move it on? All right, so our overall design.
Okay, so the user interface, as you saw, we have a user login. For the learning part, you can create and take a quiz using hands-free or touchscreen. For the community part, as we saw, we can locate the StudiBuddies as well as send requests to them.
And behind the scenes on the server side, we are storing user information such as the username, password, the grade they're in, which allows us to be able to show them the quizzes that are created by students in the same grade. And we allow them, we are also storing the quiz, the actual quiz that is being created, and the quiz scores so that they are used to match the students. And we're storing the location of the students. And the student matching is based on the learning theory that students who are close in proximity, in close proximity in ability work effectively together than students who are far apart in ability. So for example, if I want to learn golf, I don't want someone like Tiger Woods teaching me how to play golf. I'll prefer someone like Professor Ross teaching me how to play golf. So what did we learn? We used Google App Engine to implement our server side. Had we used something we're more familiar with, we would have had more time to focus on the additional functionality for our app. So because it was very time consuming to learn Google App Engine, and in the future we'll probably use something we're more familiar with. And of course, it would be really good if we had picked a good name at the beginning. And this brings us to StudiBuddies. All right.
All right, so future work, we could include gamification where students are awarded badges for forming study groups, possibly a tutorial for the app itself, push notifications when there's a new quiz waiting, or when you've been sent a study request.
Also other assignment modes like polling instead of quizzes, uploading images, sending out assignments using the app. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering if there's an option to choose a specific level of difficulty for the quizzes.
It's really a function of the learning modules that the teacher's teaching at the time. And yeah, the ability of the students, they'll all kind of float each other's boat. That's the idea, is that they kind of raise the level collectively.
And the students themselves are writing the quizzes as well as the teacher, so.
And if it's a weak quiz, the other students are going to say, that was too easy.
Just something to look into is actually, I've read papers that say that matching people of similar ability isn't the best way to do it, that sometimes when you match high ability students with low ability students, it's a really good thing because high ability students have the opportunity to teach the knowledge, and so that solidifies the knowledge for them. And the low ability students can really benefit from the knowledge of the high ability students. So it's just something to consider.
But based on experience, I'll give you an example. In my workplace, someone that has been working for 20 years, when they explain something to me, I don't understand. Compared to someone that has been learning 5 years, they explain better, they take their time and they explain better. They use terms that you're familiar with. Someone that knows, that has been working on it for a while, that is perfect at it, they overlook a lot of theories in explaining.
All due respect, that should be answered by the app or that question.
Okay.
What she said.
So I noticed you made it anonymous. So aside from the implications that they have security way, what if I don't want to study with a certain person in the class? Like, they really pick me up. Is there no way of saying, you know, this is a person on my blacklist or something?
No, the purpose of the anonymity is that the person who receives the invitation has the option of declining or accepting without the person making the request knowing that they got turned down. So if it's someone you don't like, you make it a short study session, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just a little design, like overall the app looks pretty great, but like when you're like selecting your answer on the hand screen mode, maybe it doesn't matter if it's A, B, C, or D, it just matters which direction it is. Maybe it's better to have the answers where the circles are, like saying, you know, which way to do the gesture.
This looked nicer. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. I think having all the answers right in the middle was just looked a little nicer than having text on just all parts of the screen. But
We played around with it, and that was the decision we made.
Yeah, fair.
was it an easy decision?
Great, thank you.